folks, and welcome to another Saturday morning.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
We drinking Pepsi.
Is Cindy Crawford supposed to appear when you pop that top like that? Let me get another one.
Oh, man.
Because the only thing better than one Cindy Crawford is two Cindy Crawfords. There's Pepsi up the nose now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's going to burn. That's going to really hurt. Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, what happened?
Okay, so not heat queso.
Okay, all right.
Don't do that.
Last week. We
Last week on Saturday morning Samoflange.
we were trapped in a world of lizard people, and let me just
pink sneakers,
let me just tell you. Here's what happened. It's basically the land of the lost. We were trapped there for the longest time. We found the one of the last remaining humans in this world of lizards, and she was like an Amazon woman who looked just like Cindy Crawford from 1986.
Right, and then this story never got published, and it's not quite what you remember because.
No. This is what happened.
It's not any good.
What happened was we finally, through her help and the help of a Stargate, we found a Stargate.
Oh my God.
And we jumped through the Stargate and found Earth again, and we ended back up in the room with the 3 boxes. So turn to page 25.
Oh, 25.
Because in this time, Benjamin is going to... No, I'm going to drive.
You need to drive.
I'm going to drive.
Drive this one.
I'm going to drive. Okay, I say we go past. So we're doing a totally different adventure now.
Boxes 25.
The boxes
past, never, and future.
Yeah, we're going to the past now.
All right.
We're going to go back in time.
Yeah, page 91.
Do we have a DeLorean?
Holy smokes, this illustration is my favorite thing. There's like an old one with a sword of Gryffindor like slicing at you right now.
That's what I'm telling you.
This is fantastic already.
This is great. Let's do it.
Okay, are we just going for it straight in?
We're starting from page 25. We are going to the past.
Dude,
done.
You step forward and the lid off the box label. You take the lid off the box labeled past, and suddenly the box falls to the floor. A sword rises out of it, but the sword is attached to an arm.
That's what I'm talking
Someone
about.
is climbing out of the box. I straight up am having like Japanese horror film nightmares right now. Like someone climbing out of a box.
The girl coming out of the TV.
That's the girl coming out of the TV at the ring.
She has her hair over her face and a sword.
Yeah, and
she's
a sword.
crawling all broken.
What would make it more terrifying if she's got a sword in her hand?
Got a sword.
That would be even better.
All right.
A boy a little older than you are, with very long hair and very short dress on, scrambles out, waving the sword.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Thought you were a girl. My apologies.
That would be your reaction to someone with a sword and long hair?
I don't want to call him a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
I thought you were a little girl with your sword.
You're like,
okay, go ahead.
Mikey and the Goonies. Bone biter, he yells, pointing his weapon at you. Back, northern dog. He must be out of his mind, you tell yourself. He could hurt someone with that thing.
So glad I went to the past.
I know, right? You run to the door of the secret room and slam it behind you, locking it quickly. There.
Yes.
Now he can't get out.
Yeah.
But where did he come from, you wonder? Well, the past, according to the box. He can't have been hiding there all the time. Aunt Celia's been away, waiting for you to come in. You peer through the keyhole. He's standing in the middle of the room, looking confused. Hi, you say through the keyhole. Put that sword down. I'm not going to hurt you. Is this some northern trick? He demands. All these people all these characters have the same voice.
So here's what I do. I go, oh wait. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had to do it.
I had to.
Do you think I'd tell you if it were? Or do you think I'd tell you if it were a trick, you ask? But I'm not the kind of northerner you mean. Can you prove it? You think desperately. What will make him trust you? If you offer to get the boy some food, turn to page 88. I feel like that's going to take us back to the grocery store with the pounds of meat.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, hold on.
If you offer to unlock the door, turn to page 37.
So what's he want? He wants food? He doesn't want food. Did he say he wanted food?
Did he say what he wanted? His demands were? He just wants to know if this is some northern trick.
So, no, we're not going back to the grocery store.
You northern dog.
No, we're not going back to the grocery store. Let's open it up. So what page are we on?
We're on page 91.
Okay, first decision.
What was page 88 the grocery store? Do we have that one on there already?
No, it was 81, actually.
Okay, I don't know.
But let's let him out. So page 91.
If we unlock the door, turn to page 37. That's page 91.
Okay.
So we're going to 37.
Let's lock him. Let's take him out because he's confused. Why would we get him food? He's locked in there. He
trying
didn't say he was hungry.
He's trying to chop us up. I can't prove I'm not a northerner, you tell the boy, but if you will trust me, I'll open the door and let you out. Only if you swear on your honor that there's no one out there waiting with weapons. Sure, I swear. It's an easy enough thing to promise. You wonder what kind of place he comes from if he's always worrying about people trying to attack him.
If all right, then. Don't count as my 2 guns. I'm holding on each one of my arms. Okay, go ahead.
All right, then open the door. You unlock it and open it. Bone biter, he yells, running out the door and past you. Hey, wait a minute, you call, running after him, but the strange boy is already out the house and running down the street. Turn to page 18. That's it. That's all we get. Oh, we have a choice here. There's nothing for you to do but run after the strange boy. You get to the end of the driveway, but there's no sign of him. Then you hear a whisper from the bushes. Where dragons? He's crouched down in the shrubbery, staring at the road, ready to pounce. You look at and you see what he's watching so carefully and realize it's an oncoming car. Get down, he whispers. Or friend or foe, you are dragon's dinner. The dragon's jaws are wide and it is a vile death I would not wish on anyone. You get down into the bushes next to him. Thanks, you say, but there's something I've got to explain. No time! It's almost upon us. But the two of us, we have a chance. And then when I say now, we attack. If you try to explain to him about cars, turn to page 29. If you try to grab him before he jumps the car, turn to page 14. So I figure if we're doing this right,
we're going to grab him.
We have to grab him because he's
not going to explain. He's not
never going to be able to
this
believe
Buzz Lightyear loving, mother humping. All right, let's do it. So what page are we on?
Oh, dang it. I did
dang it. We were on
30-something?
37, right? Try 37. I think you said we were at 37. No, we went to 37, then we went to 18, right?
I think you're right. Okay, yes, 18. How did you remember that? Okay.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I happened to listen to your words, sir.
The car comes closer. Now, the boy cries. You catch hold of his ankle, but he is stronger than he looks. He wriggles free and runs out in front of the car, and it screeches to a halt. He brings his sword crashing down on the right headlamp. A teenage girl with long blonde hair named Cindy Crawford gets out of the car. That's not right. I need to change that. Hey, she screeches, what do you think you're doing? Get behind me, maiden, the boy says, and I will protect you from the dragon. He will not carry you off again. He smashes the second headlight. The girl
pass is he from?
Screaming. Holy smoke. And there's an illustration of him like literally breaking the headlights out with the sword. And she's screaming in the front page. Okay.
This is great.
So there's no choice here. So turn to page 9.
Okay. So far, I'm happy with my choices. I stand behind them.
You've got to do something. Stop it, you tell the boy with the sword. Can't you see it's already dead? Clever. He looks at the dark and silent car. Why, so it is. Well, I had no idea killing a dragon was so easy. Perhaps it was just a young one. The blonde girl is staring at him. Hey, she says slowly. Haven't I seen your picture somewhere? Aren't you a musician? What?
That's weird.
You look at the boy with his long hair and strange clothes, and he does look a little like a rock star. 1986!
Yeah.
He says bashfully, well, I do have some skill in music.
If you don't desert me, true love... Okay, come on, sorry.
I've got it, she says. You're the lead singer for that English group, Grendel and the Monsters. Oh, that's pretty good. Grendel and the Monsters. That is a...
Grendel is from
Wolf.
No, it's
Beowulf.
Beowulf, yeah,
that's good. Grendel and the Monsters. That's a
good
good band name.
That's good.
You do me too much honor, he says. The monster Grendel was actually slain by a relative of mine. I like that.
Oh, wow.
To your surprise, the boy is blushing. Of course, a teenage hero, a teenage girl adoring him. Even if he's from the past, some things never change.
No.
The excited girl ignores his strange words. You're playing at the arena tomorrow night, right? Is this just some weird publicity stunt, right?
Exactly.
She looks at the car. Oh no, my dad's gonna kill me. Turn to page 32. What? The boy snaps to attention. You are in danger? It's my father. He's a real ogre. And when he sees what happened to the car, he's going to eat me alive.
Shouldn't have said ogre.
She bats her eyes at him. Maybe if you came along and sort of explained. Of course, the boy cries. I could slay a dragon. Surely an ogre will be not too much for me. She giggles. Well, just let's hop in the old dragon and go home to my castle. What is happening here? You're really cute. You know that? It gets worse.
This is my life.
He's so
I'm the only
enchanted.
normal
This
person.
is your life.
And some
If you
caveman
ever
gets all
wanted
the
to know,
chicks.
oh, I thought you would be the caveman.
No, he's Encino
okay,
Man.
okay.
I'm Pauly Shore.
You're probably sure he's Brendan Fraser.
The Weasel.
She giggles. He's so enchanted he gets into the car with her without arguing.
I swear, if he says, try the frog, it's delicious.
Here we go.
Okay, go.
Oh. Try the frog. It's not the frog.
He eats frog.
Oh, my God.
Okay, go for
and
it.
that's the last you ever see of him. You're glad the problem is being turned over to being a competent adult because it was all too much for you. The end.
Wait, what?
Seriously, that's it.
She just leaves me for him?
They both left us and left us hanging there. The end. Nothing.
All right. So now you're in charge. We go to the future. We're going to the future, page 25.
Go back to what we did. Okay, yeah. I guess-
No.
Okay.
There is no going back.
So where's our
There will
first
be
choice?
later, but we're going to go 25 was our 3 boxes. And now, so went to the past. I got to run it, and I died. I mean, I didn't die, but we failed immediately.
Apparently, the first choice.
That's the lamest
First
adventure.
choice.
Yeah, one choice.
Was it?
No, 2 choices because we got to free him or feed him.
That's true.
So I made 2 choices, and I'm
Should
my
we go back
story
and
is
see what
ended.
happens if we feed him?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, because we're going to the future, and now you're in the driver's seat.
You pull back the lid on the box marked future. Yipes! A voice seems to be coming from inside the box. You jump back in surprise. A person tumbles out and lands flat on the floor. Oh, it's getting good already, man. You stare at the girl who lies staring up at you.
Dang it.
Dang it! Her hair is very short. Half of it is purple. The other half is green. She's wearing... It's Tonks.
Cindy Lauper?
Mm.
This is 86.
She's wearing about 12 earrings and she's dressed in skin-tight clothes.
Debbie Gibson?
The strange girl blinks. Who are you? What happened to the quake? You're from the future, at least I think you are, you tell her. There isn't any quake here. You came out of a box named Future. What do you think I am? Cornflakes? She says scornfully. You show her the box. What is this? Science fiction or something? She goes on. Everyone knows you can't really travel into the past. The tachyonic differential is relative to the mass and intelligence ratios of... Whoa, slow down, you say. She sounds as if she's explaining Einstein's theory of relativity to physicists.
I'm glad they're explaining all this to kids in 1986 like they would know this.
You know what I'm glad about is the fact that I read that and got it right verbally, like aloud on the first try.
There's no kid who would get that.
Right, no
kid who would read
You would have
that.
to read that like 7 times.
Let me see. I'll tell you how I'd read
Yeah.
this.
It's
Where
right
is it?
there.
Right there? Okay, so here's me reading it. What do you think of cornflakes? Everyone knows you can't really travel into the past. The cryogenic
No, I'm the one almost getting
differential
Pepsi up the
is
nose.
relative to the mass of intelligence ratios. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so keep going. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Slow down, you say. She sounds as if she's doing blah, blah, blah. We've only... Okay. This is good. I love this. It's still the 20th century. We've only just invented word processors, you say. Holy
Shut the
smokes.
front door. She's from our time.
Oh, wow.
No, she's from 2001.
This is great.
Word processors.
Word processors, we've only just invented them.
Just now.
How did I get here then? She asks, looking very confused. You take a deep breath. Well, that's a good question. If you tell her you think that Great Aunt Celia knew how to work magic, turn to page 67. If you tell her that you have no idea, turn to page 96.
Okay, what you gonna do? It's your call.
She's kind of a scientist, and I don't think she'd be into magic. I think
Okay.
she'd totally think we're idiots, so I'm going to go with I have no idea.
Okay, no idea.
Because I feel like that's the clue. The fact
All
that
right,
she
so
started
what page
talking...
are we on right now?
We're on page 60.
All right,
and
go for it.
I have no idea.
It's your go.
And I really feel like that was the clue that we got. And that's sometimes
fine.
all we get to go off of, but maybe I was wrong. 96. All right, here we are. I don't have any idea how you got here, you tell the girl. I just opened the box and you fell out. Where do you come from anyway? I'm from New Brazil, she says. My name's Tiffany Woodstock. Holy. Luna Soditor. Okay. But my friends call me Woody. Suddenly, her face clouds with worry. I hope they're all right. If anything happened to my mates... Your mates, you ask? Isn't this girl a little young to be married?
Oh, she's Australian.
My crochet mates, she explains.
I come from the land down under.
We were brought up together in the same house. Oh, that's right. You're from the past. You know who your parents are and everything. Were your mates in the earthquake too, you ask? Yes, Woody says. It was scary. Our building looked like it was going to fall on me, maybe bringing me here saved my life. Listen, if you really have discovered time travel, we've got to go back and save my friends. But you don't understand, you tell her. I don't know how the boxes work. We could get killed just trying to get you back. But what am I going to do? Woody demands. This is ridiculous. I can't stay here in the past for the rest of my life. You look at her sadly. You may have to. It's okay. You can meet my parents. I'm sure they'll like you a lot. Open the future box again, Woody says fiercely. See if anyone else comes out. You do, but no one does.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, man, you
Is
got
another girl coming out? Woody looks at you miserably. Isn't there anything you can do? She asks. If you decide to try to help Woody get back to the future. I like that answer already. Turn to page 44. If you insist on taking her home with you now, turn to page 7.
All right, what are you going to do?
Well,
what page are we on right now?
We're on page 97.
Okay.
And since the last choice seems a little rapey, I'm going to go with the first one. That's terrible. If you insist on taking her home with you now, change your name to Biff Tannen and turn to page 7.
Okay, go.
Okay, you bastard.
Go.
Page 44.
You made your choice. Let's see what the Templar says.
Mother trucking balls.
Yes, I love it. You should have taken her home, baby. Go read it. Read it.
All right,
You're
we
dead.
got a cool illustration for this death. I'm not sure about this, you tell Woody, but I'll try to help you get back. Thanks, she says. What are you going to do? I'm not sure yet, you say, but don't worry, I'll figure something out. The first thing is to try to get you back into the box. It looks awfully small, she says doubtfully. I'll push you from behind. You fit once, you'll fit again, and I get to touch your butt that way. Woody goes into the box head first, with you behind. Suddenly you hear a whooshing sound, and everything goes black. The next thing you know, you're standing next to Woody under a bright blue sky. There's a rumbling sound, and the ground is full of dust. You have just enough time to glimpse a beautiful white city of towers and glass, and then the earth shakes beneath you. With a horrible roar, the nearest building comes crashing down right on your head.
Whoa! Wizard of Oz style.
Straight up died.
You died.
I died horribly.
I just got stuck at home.
I got into a future with a city made of glass and an earthquake happening. That's like a straight up terrible way to die.
That's a terrible way to die too.
That's awful.
My ending.
Bill Murray didn't even do that in Groundhog Day.
My ending was the guy just left me with the girl, and I was like singing Tiffany. I think I'm alone now.
I think I'm alone now.
And but you died.
Or you were like, here I am again alone.
Yeah. Okay, so 2 choices, and you died too. You died. That was
I died too after the second one.
Okay,
so I guess we should have chosen the box and never at the beginning.
So here we go.
chose right the first time.
Here we go. Past and future didn't work. We were doing good on that one. Okay, so now let's do a few more bad decisions. We're going to page 6.
Page 6.
Page 6 was...
I'm really glad you had a good idea to write these down.
Yeah, because we'd have to. Page 6
if you take the griffin home with you.
Okay, so
to
now
page 100.
We're full of bad decisions here, folks.
We're in the box of never.
We're in the box of never.
Or
we're
the
back
griffin came out.
Yeah, from the last episode.
So we haven't gone anywhere yet.
Because the first 2 didn't work out. Or should we stay in the... Or let me ask you this. Should this episode we just stay in the past and future?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so let's go to page... I think it was... Oh, no. Let's go to 91.
I feel like it would be too hard.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go back to the past. We're going. All right.
Okay,
so live, die,
past,
repeat. Live, die, repeat.
You're right.
Here's my second life.
You're right. Here's your second life. Okay.
Here's my second life.
Crazy Boy just came out of the box with a sword in his hand.
And I can go to the grocery store.
Looks like. Did I show you this picture before?
Oh, that looks terrible.
Isn't that terrible?
He looks like a real life treasure troll. Okay, so he does. He's got crazy looking eyes and his hair's everywhere. Okay, so anyway,
Judith Mitchell is going to be angry.
So do I feed him or do I let him out?
If you offer to buy the boy food,
no, we're buying him food.
Or if you unlock the door,
no, we're buying him food
because we were talking to him through the keyhole.
We're on
page, okay, so we're switching from 91 and we're going to 88.
I'm not letting that crazy dude out. I shouldn't have done that.
I don't know what it takes to convince you I'm not your enemy, you tell the boy, but if you're hungry, I can bring you something to eat. How do I know it isn't poisoned? He asks warily. Look, you say in disgust, I don't even know who you are. Why would I want to poison you? You're a northern invader. Our people are sworn enemies. A northern invader? You're the invader, you shout. For your information, such an 80s phrase. This is my house you're in. I don't know how you got here, but you're on someone else's property, and you'd better watch it. Now, are you hungry or not?
That's right.
Got some spine.
Yes. Tina, eat your food. Gosh, stupid
Gosh.
Go ahead.
Yes, please, he says quietly. I haven't eaten all day. I like put in his place.
Yes, please.
What is this book teaching us?
Please, sir, may I have some more? Go ahead.
Hang on, you tell him. I'll be right back.
Dang, this is the right decision. I can't believe this.
You go into the kitchen and grab some bread and fruit. You also bring a rolling pin back with you, just in case he tries anything funny with the sword.
You know what? I'm fine with this. Keep going.
Got a weapon now.
I'm fine with this.
You unlock the door of the secret room. All right, you say. Put the sword down and then come eat. I do not yield my sword, he says, but I set him aside in the name of hospitality. Whatever you say, bub. I added the bub.
Who knew that you had to feed this kid?
When he sees the bread, the boy gets all excited. But this is wonderful, so fine, so white. It's fit for a king's table. It's only Wonder Bread, you mutter, embarrassed. And rightly named, he says, your hospitality honors me. He eats an apple, but picks up a banana curiously. What is this? You've got a lot to learn, you say, and peel it for him. You'd better come home with me. Turn to page 46. Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm taking him home.
This is wild.
I'm going to feed him after midnight, too.
Literally, the first... No, you didn't. The first page, first sentence. You can't take the boy home with you dressed like that. No. Nowhere near Halloween. Upstairs in a drawer, you find an old pair of your blue jeans and make him put them on with his long shirt tucked in. He doesn't want to leave his sword behind, though. Do you fear me still, he asks. But I have tasted your hospitality, eaten under your roof. It is against the laws of civilization for me to attack you now. You're going to eat under my mother's roof, you say firmly. Wow, this kid's still bossing him around. And she doesn't allow swords at the dinner table.
That's right. Put your foot down, me.
Finally, you manage to convince him that the sword will be safe if you hide it in Aunt Celia's secret room and lock the door.
Yeah, okay.
Once you get outside, you have to explain to him what the street lights are. Also bicycles. You're in the middle of trying to tell him about fire hydrants when he suddenly falls down on his knees in the middle of the sidewalk in front of you.
This is completely different.
Right. Please, he says, looking up at you sadly, I didn't understand before, but now I see that these are not works of men. It must be that I have fallen into Elfland, the country of magic, and I was fool enough to eat your food. Everyone knows that one who has tasted elfish fruit can never go home again. But you seem kind, and I beg you, have pity on me and send me home. Unfortunately, you can't do that, but if he thinks you have magic powers, he might be easier to manage. It really isn't true, of course, but you're not sure if you can explain modern science to him either. If you let him think he's in Elfland, turn to page 24. If you let him think he's really in the future, turn to page 76. This is page 47.
Oh, well, thank you. This is my first decision here.
So,
under the new
I don't think there's any convincing homeboy he's not in Elfland.
No, I have magic powers. Let's go.
You're sticking with the putting your foot down, like, listen, I'm gonna turn you into a frog.
Because the thing is, though, I think that's true. I think this, when we do the sensible thing, it blows up in our face. So let's do it.
Well, you say to the boy, from the past, we'll just have to see. The magic of Elfland brought you here, all right. But if you do just what I tell you, maybe we'll find a way to send you back home. If you, as you say it, you realize for the first time that it must be true. Great Aunt Celia's boxes are magic. You know less about... You do have magic powers.
I could be in Elfland. I was in Lizardland early last week. So who knows?
You know less about magic than this boy does, but somehow you've got to figure out what's going on. What's your name, you ask him. Don't you know it already, he asks. Of course I know it, you say, bluffing in an attempt to seem more powerful, but I want you to say it. It's Ingeld, he tells you. He doesn't
say your name.
Right. He doesn't ask you yours. Okay, Ingeld, you say. We're going to a very powerful sorceress. She's got even more magic than me. And if we do anything wrong, she'll punish us horribly. Just do whatever I say and don't argue, all right? Ingeld nods. Turn to page 73.
This was a safe choice.
We'll see. Okay, you got lucky. There's another choice. There's not a the end at the... Wow. Okay, we got an illustration here. It looks like mom in the kitchen cooking, and someone's on their knees groveling in front of her.
This is great.
When you walk in the front door, your mother is cooking
So
dinner.
basically, my house in the 80s.
Yeah,
Keep
this
going.
lady looks like an illustration. She looks like a Grand Admiral Thrawn with her eyebrow up. Like, seriously, check her out. She looks like she's a...
Oh, wow.
What race is he?
Chiss.
Chiss. She looked like a Chiss, but white.
She does. Her eyebrows are really
Yeah.
dark and long.
When you walk into the front door, your mother is cooking dinner. Mom, you say, this is my friend Ed from school. We're working on a project together. Can he stay for dinner? How many times do I have to tell you? Your mother whispers angrily. To call first if you want to bring someone home. Mom's like touchy. Ingold has been staring at
things have been kind of rough with her and Dad.
Backstory. Ingold has been staring at the gas fire on the stove. Suddenly he falls to his knees, saying, "Oh, mistress of the blue flame, please accept my..." You kick him before he can say anymore. I did call Mom. The line was busy. Oh, remember that? The line being busy when someone was on the phone before call waiting. 1986.
Oh, there you go.
And then call waiting. And then landlines.
None of this has been invented.
So you could always lie and say, I did try to call because the
That's
line
right.
was busy.
The
What
line
was I
was
supposed
busy.
to do?
What was I-
Especially
yeah.
if you have a sister, then it's always
and I didn't
easy.
have a quarter to use the
And
payphone again.
I have 4 sisters, and I could always blame it on that.
There you go.
All right. You kick him.
I'm smart.
But your mother is staring at Ingold. Is he all right? Oh, sure. Come on, Ed. You pull his collar. Get up. It's not funny anymore. Your mother shakes her head. All right, you clowns. Go ahead and watch TV or listen to records in your room or something.
Records.
Listen to records,
Yes.
she says. I'll call you when dinner's ready. You think for a second. TV is bound to convince Ingold that he's in Elfland, but might excite him too much. It may be safer to take him to your room where there's more privacy. This kid, I'm telling you. If you take Ingold to watch TV, turn to page 40. If you take Ingold upstairs to your room, turn to page 11.
What page am I on now?
This is page 73, and let's see what's on TV in 1986.
Cindy Crawford. But I don't.
Cindy Crawford.
I don't need any more competition because I know this guy gets chicks.
MTV.
From another life, I know this guy gets chicks. Yeah, I'm taking him up to my room. We're gonna listen to Michael Jackson.
I feel like realistically, like my instant choice would be to go up to my room because like
Let's do it.
we got to get this figured. But
Yeah,
I
I
really
gotta-
want to see what he does when he watches.
What am I
TV.
listening to in '86?
I know that's
Barry Manilow back then. Okay, let's go.
Barry Manilow.
I'm on page 73, so let's go.
You're a fan of Low. What was the top song in 1986? I guess the top song of 1986.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, I wonder.
Well, Michael Jackson was around back then.
There will be
you know.
sad songs to make you cry by Billy Ocean. Walk This Way by Run DMC.
Oh yeah, Walk This Way. That was a good one.
What was the most popular television show of 1986? Let's find out.
Okay.
I just this is a fun choice
MASH?
for me. No, MASH was done by then.
Oh.
The Cosby Show, Cheers, and Murder She Wrote and Family Ties. Good
Murder,
stuff.
She Wrote was
Good
what we
stuff.
were watching as a
So
kid.
are
All
we
right.
gonna take him in there? I want to let this kid watch the Cosby Show. This would be great. The Golden Girls was on. Night Court. Ooh, Alf. It's on. Imagine.
Yeah. No, he's going to my room. We're listening to tunes.
All
Let's do it.
right. So wait a minute. I thought I was driving this one.
No, you're driving the future.
Oh, that's right. I straight up died.
You're dead. What are you talking
Died
about?
harsh. Okay, so we're going
This is
to
my
your
life.
room. Did you write down
It's
page
my
73?
life. I did write page 73. Third.
We have another illustration. Oh, homeboy's up in your room with all your Gryffindor posters
Good deal.
and your record player.
Awesome.
Okay, lots of good stuff in this illustration. So
I love it.
Ingold thinks everything in your room is wonderful, from your rock star photo poster. What skillful
Guns N' Roses.
painting, almost lifelike, to your shelf full of books. How did you afford so many precious items?
Star Wars books.
You decide not to show him how your compact disc spelled D-I-S-K.
Wow.
You decide not to show him how your compact disc player works. He's excited enough already.
I have CDs.
This is fantastic. Yeah, you have CDs.
I have compact discs.
You are
Pardon me.
a rich kid.
I know.
He picks up an old toy pistol you've got lying on your dresser. Because of the silver color, he seems to think of it as a piece of jewelry. No, you say, taking it. It's a weapon, sort of. Look, you pull the trigger. Bang, bang, bang. The caps go off. The caps and the pistol go off. Did you have a cap gun when you were little?
Yes.
The caps and the pistol go off.
It would smoke. It was so great. You sniff it.
With the usual
Like a drug
noise,
addict.
flash of fire, and
Yep.
the smell of gunpowder.
Spark.
Ingold screams and jumps back. He presses up against the door. Have mercy! The flames! The fumes of hell!
I love this
Take
kid.
it easy, you say soothingly. It's just a toy. It can't really hurt you. Maybe it can't hurt you, elfish folk, but with such a toy I could drive the northern invaders from my father's land. You look at him, and he's probably right. If you could take some modern stuff back to his time, you could probably make out like bandits.
Yes.
You could take over the world, maybe even change history.
Yes.
What was this what
Ultimate
Great Aunt Celia meant
power.
you to do with the boxes? But how would you get back to the past? Turn to page 19.
Shut up.
Yeah, dude.
I'm doing great, man.
Dang, you are. Ingild is on his knees to you again. Again.
No, he is.
Please, he begs, let me return home with your elfish magic. I could bring peace to my land and put an end to the northern terror. You are not sure how you can really send him home, but his concern for the people is so strong, you feel you have to at least try.
Son of Jarrell, kneel before Zod. Let's do this.
So early next morning, you go back. Kneel before Zod. Next morning, you go back to Aunt Celia's house with Ingild. I really need to watch Superman again. Carrying a pistol, a box of caps, and a few other things you don't think they have in this time.
Oh, I'm really going back.
You're really going back. You're
What a
loading up.
moron.
You got a
All right,
pistol
let's
and a
go.
box of caps. And literally, that's what you're taking with you, a cap gun. Like, how
Against
genius.
a dragon that he says exists in his time. Okay, go ahead.
Clearly. Well, we didn't find out about the dragon this time around, remember?
Well,
We
yeah,
don't
but
know
I'm
about the
omnipresent. Let's go.
Together you enter the secret room. Ingild came out of the box marked past. The most obvious thing to do is to try sending him back through it. Goodbye, you say, as he steps into the box, his sword once again in his hand. When you realize that you are still holding the pistol, you reach out to hand it to him. As his hand touches the gun, you feel yourself being pulled into the darkness.
Oh, jeez.
When you can see again, you're in a hall of a castle, in the middle of a battle. A man is about to bring an axe crashing down on Ingild's head. You grab the pistol and shoot, and the man with the axe jumps back in surprise. Ingild lifts his sword, Bonebiter, and shows you how it's got its name. Dang! The rest of the battle is full of similar scenes you'd rather not think about. Wow, you just went through a straight-up medieval...
This is the Battle of Five Armies. Let's do this.
Gore battle.
Let's go.
But you use the cap pistol to scare the northern men, and Ingild leads his father's men to victory. Finally, you are standing in a smoky, bloody hall.
So I basically just shoot up in the air like some wild cowboy. Okay.
With cheering all around you. The man who approaches you and Ingild is the only one in the room without a smile. My lord, he says to your friend, Eardrick, your father, has fallen nobly in battle. He is dead. For a moment, Ingild looks stunned, and you see him draw a deep breath and say loudly to all of the men in the room, Well then, my thanes, will you accept me as your king? With one voice, the men in the hall cry, Aye! Well, almost one voice. There's one that rises above the others, shouting, Hold! What of that magical helper by your side? Is it an imp of Satan or an angel of God? No kidding.
I hold up the cap gun and I say, This
is my boom stick!
If any one of you primates even touches me,
This is fantastic. All right.
I'm loving this.
Here you go. This is my favorite one so far. If you stick to your story of being elfish, turn to page 33.
Okay.
If you admit that you are really human, turn to page 51.
Oh, heck no.
So what's great is that he asks you, are you an imp of Satan or an angel of God? And your choices are elfish or human.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Look, he might be a
guessing
religious...
human is angel.
He might be like a heretic of some kind.
An imp, yeah. It's burn the witch time.
Yeah,
if I'm
that's what I'm
an
saying.
imp.
Yeah. If you're elfish, you might be getting to the stake. What
You're
are you gonna
right.
do?
You're right. I'm a human. So what page are we on?
We're on page 22. And
22.
you're really human, and we're turning to page 51.
Yeah, I'm
That's
human
a good
now.
catch.
I got to play in their
your
world.
instinct
Good
is like,
catch.
yeah, Chuck, I'm elfish. What you got?
Yeah.
And then you run out
Yeah.
of caps, and you're done. All right, so we have a good. This is a good sign. We have a new illustration.
Awesome.
With a little old woman who looks like she's like the old Raggedy Hag from the end of Dark Crystal with
Right
the
on.
garbage scowl lady.
Okay.
And you are on a horse with the new king. And,
Atreyu?
Well, whatever his name was.
What's
and,
what's the horse's name in
Oh yeah, it's got to be Artax.
No, it's Artax.
Yeah. And then a castle in the background. So
Good.
this is interesting.
Artax pre-bog of misery. Okay, go ahead.
Shut up. Well, he never died in that because it's the never-ending story. So he's
That's
like
right.
he comes
right, he
back
made it
because
back
he comes
alive.
back at the end, right?
Was that a hard scene for you and Kim to watch? Because y'all are horse.
Yes,
y'all are
we
both
have
horse lovers.
horses.
Y'all
We
have
had horses growing up. We still have horses.
That's got to be a gut-wrenching scene.
It
It was
yeah.
gut-wrenching. I didn't have a horse,
We
and
don't watch
that is one of my brother
Yeah.
says it's one of the saddest scenes in movie history for
It
him.
is. It's terrible.
'Cause
It's terrible.
The kid is. I mean, the acting is superb.
Yeah.
He is crying,
He
bawling
is.
his eyes out like a kid. He doesn't want his, and the horse is just slowly sinking into the bog.
I
It's
feel like
just so
you
sad.
wouldn't even be able to make a scene like that now because they would claim cruelty to the horse because they stuffed that horse up in like that deep mud
Yeah.
for that shot, and you
Yeah.
could see that horse didn't want to be there. You
But
know?
it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
So good.
All right, go ahead.
You answer the warriors. Do I look like an imp or an angel? I'm a human being, just like you. Ingold whispers. But what about the shut up, you hit you spec? I'll
Yeah.
explain later. A tall man with a beard who seems to be one of the leaders says, If you do not come from above or below, then where did you get that strange weapon in your hand? Oh, this? You hold up the cat pistol. This isn't magic. It's science. I love it.
Wow. 180.
Ah, they nod. Science. Are you a student of the magical arts then, Magister? I'm not kidding.
I also
Science. Weird science.
you beat me to it.
Yeah.
I was about to reference the movie.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
job.
So
Good job.
what do you do with the computer that you can do anything with?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make this chick. Magister turns out to be Latin for master. Here's some educational
right.
knowledge for you. Magister turns out to be Latin for master or teacher. To these people, the line between magic... You know what? I feel like if I was 10 years old and I read this, I would remember that for the rest
Are
of my life.
they trying to educate us?
That's what I'm saying.
Why can't
that's the kind of
we're
thing
trying
I
to
would
have
remember
fun,
forever.
and you're trying to educate us. Keep
To
going.
these people, the line between magic and science is pretty dim. They accept you as a wizard as long as you assure you are always late and never early. As long as you assure them that your power does not come from the devil. Wow,
that's a good call,
this is
man.
good. That was a good call.
It was a good call.
Good thing we double checked.
Yes.
Ingeld is made king, and you become his trusted advisor. You keep your reputation as a wizard with things you brought from home: safety matches, a lighter, a compass,
Yep.
rubber bands, nylon fishing line. It doesn't break.
Chainsaw for a hand.
Old rusted car. Plastic bags. They keep out the water.
Hell the
And
king, baby.
Ping pong balls.
Oh, don't say that.
Shotgun. And the chainsaw. That's fantastic.
All right.
Did you ever see Evil Dead the musical?
Remember, Bruce Campbell had the book of chemistry in his
That's
back of his trunk. He was a man of science, too.
Science. You're right.
Science.
Was this 1986?
No.
Evil Dead was out already.
I think Evil Dead
Evil
was,
Dead
but
was out.
Army of Darkness was
wasn't.
1990.
Was Army of Darkness the one where he
was
got the
19
science book out?
Sam Raimi did this book. He read this book.
Right. Maybe he did.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
This has so far influenced J.K. Rowling and Sam Raimi.
This is
Okay,
epic,
go on.
Epic. All right, so
And Cindy
ping pong
Crawford.
balls and Cindy Crawford. Your land prospers. The Northermen never come back. Your reputation for wisdom grows as you teach Ingeld's people about using soap and water to fight sickness. You are treated as a respected adult. You've almost forgotten what it's like to be a kid at home. And then one day, while you are riding in the fields outside the castle, here's where the illustration comes in.
Okay.
You see an old beggar woman by the side of the road. Turn to page 57.
I think I'm having a good ending.
Alms, the woman calls. Help a poor woman. You and Ingold always try to help the poor.
Yeah.
Stopping your horse to give her some coins, you see that she is very dirty and ragged. Go to the castle, you say. They will give you a good meal. Dude, you're like literally living your lord's life right now.
I'm doing great, man.
Go to the castle, lady. They'll give you some food. I might just do that, she says. Now get down off that horse so I can see how you've grown. You stare. It's great Aunt Celia.
Shut the front door.
I'm fine, she says. This is just a disguise. I wanted to test you to see if power had made you cruel. But I see and hear only good things from you.
Shut up. I did this.
1,000 questions crowd your mind before you can even begin to ask them. Aunt Celia explains, Of course, I've been doing magic in that old house for years. You know I've always loved to travel, and I finally figured out how to travel in time, and I took off for a long vacation. Those boxes were your going-away present. I thought you'd enjoy them. I must say I'm surprised to find you here in the past. You must have been touching your friend when he went back into the box. Oh, okay, touching him. Okay, sorry. And he should, of course, have died in that battle. He should. Oh, cool. He should, of
I
course,
saved his
died in that
life.
battle. I chose people for the boxes who were about to die in their own times.
This is like
the
Time
girl,
Amok
like the girl who
from
died in the
Star Trek,
future.
the original series.
She says, I chose people for the boxes who were about to die in their own times so that they wouldn't be missed. Like the girl who died in the earthquake with us.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
The griffin was going to die. The crocodile was going to eat him, maybe. Oh, okay. So anyway, I'm
who
living
were
as
about to die in their own times so they would not be missed. But you saved his life, and now you're sitting pretty. You want Great Aunt Celia to return to the castle as your honored guest, but she has an important appointment in Baghdad. However, of
course,
she does promise to stop and see you and see in on you from time to time and teach you some real magic for when your matches and rubber bands run out. The end.
That's awesome.
That's a great ending.
I have ended
So
well.
now you get to live in the past, and you are Merlin.
So I'm Merlin. I'm one of the most powerful, most influential men. I am the most influential man in the world.
Most influential man
I've
in the
saved
world.
lives. I've
Literally
changed lives.
the course of
making
history.
them wash their hands.
You introduced soap and water. It's all your fault. Never mind. I'm not going to make a COVID joke.
No, I will. Now the past has a 97.7% survival rate. And I've taught them not to panic over 97.7% survival rate or overreact to it too. I'm doing well. So
look, we made our first. That's a good ending.
Now I'm good. So let's go back to you real quick.
That's the kind of ending you would probably want.
Yeah.
How many endings do we get? I wonder.
I don't know, but here we go. So you're at page 60. It's you inserted a coin. Here's life number 2.
60.
Yeah, you're in the future, bud.
Oh, sure, right.
60.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Future number 2. I'm doing great.
What are we at on time right now?
We're good. We got enough time. We'll
put
go a
back
little
the
bit
lid
over.
on the
We're
future.
good. Go for it.
Okay, so
Future
you
2.
tell her you think Great Aunt Celia knew how to work magic. So what's happened? This is the girl with the purple hair, right? The Tonks character.
Yeah, and then what was
And
the other
she's
decision?
dressed in all sorts of ways. You tell her you have no idea how she got here.
Okay, which one did you choose last time?
I don't
remember?
have a clue.
Holy cow. So you told her you knew magic, or you said that you don't.
If you tell her Great Aunt Celia knew how to work magic, turn to page 67. Oh, I think we said we have no idea.
You think you said no idea? All right, go for it. Now, you were an honest lad. I think you did, so go for it.
This is going to sound weird. You tell a girl from the future, but I think it's magic. You quickly tell her about Great Aunt Celia's... No, remember, we did choose we don't know because she was the scientist.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
You quickly tell her about Great Aunt Celia's disappearance and the 3 boxes she left behind. Bizarro, she says happily. Let's find out who else is here. Before you can stop her, she throws open the lids of past and never. Out of them jump a boy with a sword and a big monster with wings. They take one look at each other and start fighting. There's nothing you or the girl can do except get out of the way. Soon there's nothing left of them but 2 bloody messes on the floor. The room is silent.
No, they killed themselves?
What are we going to do, you ask? I think they're dead. I don't know about you, the girl says, but I'm going to throw up. You decide to lock up the secret room and throw away the lizard key. The end. I chose well the first time, okay, because literally everyone died in a bloody heap, and people were throwing up, and getting sick at each other, and I never felt so bad in my entire life.
Hold on. So here's the deal. You didn't die.
No.
You just killed off the other characters.
Right.
And she's still with you.
Yeah. Oh.
And y'all are just going off.
We just go off.
This is not a bad thing.
She throws up in the bathroom, and then me and Cindy Crawford run off happily into the sunset.
So this is not bad.
Okay, you're right. That's one way of looking at the ending.
In a way,
that's
I mean,
silver lining.
You didn't die.
Right.
You didn't die. And you got the girl. I didn't get the girl the first time.
The terror and abominations from the other time zones
didn't even bother you
straight
now.
up killed each other, and they're dead. How about that?
All right, folks.
So where were we?
Well, we'll see you next time.
On this crazy secret mastery room, Samoflange.
Yeah!